Yo, welcome to another episode of New School Knicks. It's Mr. Rivera here. We got my man Greeny here. He a little tired. I'm saying he was working, so he's a little tired right now, but he's gonna hop on later. But I got some controversy. You know me, I'm gonna say something wild. I'm gonna say something wild. So I was arguing with my brothers the other day, right? I mean not the other day, yesterday, last night, and the whole thing was my brother thinks that McBride is better than IQ. And in my mind, I'm like, how can you say that if we never really seen McBride? Is he good at sitting on the bench longer than than IQ? Because if that's the case, then he is better than him. But like, don't get me wrong, Deuce is an elite defender. He's that's what he do. But how can you say that McBride is better than IQ if you ain't seen him play? You seen him maybe once or twice. I remember he had a non-assist game that looked pretty good. I mean, G League wise, he's an all star. I'm not saying I don't know if official all star, but I know that he plays like an all star in the G League. But once it doesn't translate to the regular league, it doesn't translate, to NBA stuff at all. So I want to stir up controversy. We got Chef NYK in here, Pudge Nice. We got Ashley, Keith Turner, James Lee, David L, Sangha Wandon. I don't want to Sandra. I don't want to disrespect your name. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. But yeah, so we're gonna start with controversy today because we is not about to say that Deuce McBride is better than IQ at right now at this very moment because that ain't true. That is not true. Because if he is, everybody in the chat, please put a memorable game that you've seen from Deuce, please, because I just don't get it. You say James Lee, which say you said Deuce might be more point guard than Quick. Yeah, that's true, but definitely Quick is a better scorer. I like Broad over IQ. What? Yeah, crazy. Chef, you said you don't need to see everything. This the NBA has transcended rise relentless on D. Yeah, he is a great defender. He is a great defender. I won't take nothing wrong from that. Take nothing away from that. But to say that he's better, nah, just nah. Like I don't think so. My bad, my phone is falling. Nah, I don't think so. Like that's just my opinion. Y'all, I'm not saying y'all are wrong because y'all could definitely be right, but I don't know. I don't, and we got to. I don't really even think like IQ is a point guard anyway. So I don't even put in my mind. I don't even put him in that point guard realm. You know what I mean? Like I don't put him in that realm of point guard. Like he's just a scorer. Like that's what he do. I mean, he'll get assists here and there. He had the triple doubles at the end of the season, but I don't really think that he's a point guard. Point guard. Like, but Deuce McBride, like, does he shoot better than IQ? Debatable. I mean, dudes. I mean, IQ shoots 39% from the field in total. So I guess you could say he shoot. Uh, is he better playmaker? It's just that it doesn't. It just didn't translate. Like you'll see him drop. I mean, I think he dropped like 39 or something like that in the in the G League. But then when he got to when he got to the regular NBA, it didn't really. You know what I mean? It didn't really look like he could do that. So, and even in the summer league, if you look at Deuce in the summer league, he played okay. He played okay. He didn't play dominant where I think he should have played dominant at this point, but especially if you had already had a year under your belt, plus going into the G League. So I don't. But said Ashley says Deuce is a true point guard. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess I guess. But like I said, his defense is elite. King Poppy, what up, yo? David L says, IQ a green light only. Yeah, he do got the green light. That's something I'll do it, will say. IQ had the green light the moment that Tibbs saw him play in the preseason that time. When was it when who was there? Alpha Payton. Wasn't when Alpha Payton was hurt, I think, and he had the green light. Sherman George, what up? He says, honestly, right now, Deuce McBride is Aaron Holiday on the court. a point guard that can play off ball, play defense, and knock down threes. And that's what Aaron is good at, all good at. Yeah, I mean, it just to me, I just feel like right now IQ has showed way more than Deuce to sit and say that one is better. I mean, Deuce is better than him. It just doesn't. It doesn't like it even goes back to the Grimes and the RJ thing where one shows a little bit and then we automatically start jumping out the window saying, "Oh, he's better than this." Like no, Deuce is what Deuce is. Deuce is like 2 years away. Deuce is 2 years away. He got to get past certain players before he. You know what I mean? Because right now he's third string point guard. Because it's Brunson. He might not even be third string. He might be fourth string. Because it's Brunson. Because IQ gonna play the point at some point. He gonna play point guard minutes and he gonna play shooting guard minutes. And so it's Brunson, probably IQ, Rose, and then McBride. So like it's levels before he even get on the court. And if he got to pass Rose to get any type of minutes, good luck. Good luck with that. Only way I see Deuce really getting minutes is if somebody is like an injury and like two people got to get injured for that to happen. But I think this year again, you'll see a lot of him in the G League, which is cool. Just developing the G League. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying, but right now I don't think he'll come in the game and just get 40. G. Robinson, what up? Sometimes in your life you have to take the L. We might have to take the L and get rid of Randle. And what can you do? Yeah, get what you can at this point. Yeah, that's true. I mean, but right now we're talking about if you just came in, we're talking about how IQ is better than Deuce McBride, and people should stop saying Deuce McBride is better than IQ because it's not. Because he's not. Not saying that Deuce is a ham sandwich. Yeah, I'm lying. Deuce McBride will not be a ham sandwich in the future, but right now he's a ham sandwich. Right now he's a ham sandwich. At the end of the day, that's bottom line. Right now he's a ham sandwich, and then he'll go up to a ham hot pocket, and then he'll move up to something better. It's just levels. Because I just don't see it at this point. Chef NYK says, salute Rivera. I think we have to give to see him this season. His defense will get him playing time. His G League days are over, and we don't need high score from him. No, I don't think we need high scoring from him at all. I think that he could play his role, whatever his role gonna be. But what I think is to say my point is just stop saying he's better than IQ when he's clearly not. Like he's clearly not. We just doing that because we just, people do that because we like a player. So we're going to say he's better than the other one just to show favoritism. But in reality, he's not better than IQ. Like, and if we be in reality and not biased, he's not better than IQ. Salute you, Sammy. He's just not. And that's okay because I'm not saying that he will be. Yo, Freezy.
What's good?
Chilling. We just
Deuce
and IQ.
Did I hear Deuce bashing?
I mean,
we bashing Deuce?
Nah, because it's just weird to me. It's just weird. Like, if somebody's a ham sandwich, don't mean that they can't get extra toppings, to be better. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like a little tomato.
Yeah, like you get a little tomato, a little lettuce, a little salt and pepper on there. Like, it's levels.
A little oil and vinegar on there. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like, then you start maybe getting heated up a little bit. Like,
maybe. It depends on how the girl behind the counter be feeling. You know what I'm saying? You know how they be all you suck her teeth. I'm like, just warm the damn switch up. You know what I'm
saying? Maybe the bread, a little toasted, a little cut up avocado if you like avocado. And it's levels. It's levels. That's what I'm saying. Like right now, all he is plain ham, cheese, and not even Wonder Bread. Yeah, it's not even Wonder Bread. Not even Wonder Bread. Like, stop. Like, stop. Right now, he's just regular cold ham and cheese sandwich from the school lunchroom. That's what he is, wrapped in the plastic.
Oh, man, all smothered. You get the sandwiches all wet.
Yeah, like, a little moldy on the side. You got to scrape that off. Like, chill. like IQ passed the level of ham sandwich and little moldy. He got a little bit of lettuce, tomatoes on his sandwich.
He got a little, okay.
He got a little razzle dazzle. He ain't no 4-course meal yet. He ain't no meal, but he got a little something.
Yeah.
They add a little salt and pepper, just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
a little something.
Yeah, like, look, G. Robinson juices a ham sandwich with the two ends of the bread.
So
exactly.
Bro, I keep it in a buck, man. I like the ends of the bread, bro, but maybe I'm old school.
Nah, I like it too. But it's all right. I'll put it like this. There's a difference between your sandwich being cut in half like a triangle or cut in half like a rectangle. It just tastes a little different. I don't know why. It's the same sandwich, but it just tastes a little different. One look
I don't know. Maybe the geometry of it just make it taste better. I don't know. Exactly. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? But I feel you. I feel you. So I think Emmanuel Quickly is going to be a star this year. I know I say that often, right? I think he is going to burst onto the scene, right? I think Quickly is going to burst onto the scene because he's got a mental makeup. I think that's the reason why they drafted him, bro.
Yeah,
not because of like his run, jump numbers or his measurements. I think they just see some dog in him. You know what I'm saying?
He bring the energy, like it's certain players that bring that bring the, you know, it's certain people. I wouldn't even say just players. It's certain people. It could be somebody in the chat where they come in and they just like, oh, their presence is felt. Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's he brings that type of energy, and so does in a way, so does him and him and Obi. They both bring that like that. Things could be going bad in the locker room or whatever, but when these two young boys walk in there, you know, they always smiling and bring a positive energy that you have no choice but to laugh. Like the little brother that's annoying you, but at some point you just start laughing because it's like, all right, how can I be mad at him? You know what I'm saying? Like they bring that type of energy, and it kind of translates to the court with the way they play. Like, although we say, we cherry picks and stuff, let's be honest, it benefits us. We mad at cherry picking, but it honestly benefits us. Doesn't it get us 2 points? That's the name of the game. Put the ball in the basket.
Put the ball in the basket is the name of the game.
So, I mean, who in the chat? Yo, Anthony D here. What's up, yo?
Anthony D said a fool is born every day. AD coming in.
He coming in hot. Look. Remember I said that presence is felt? Look. Andy coming letting his presence be known. I'm just saying, we
AD, get out with that fortune cookie stuff. You coming in talking like a fortune cookie.
We just talking about how IQ is better than Deuce, and Deuce is a ham sandwich.
Yeah, man. Duke is in the building also. What's good? What's good?
Oh, what's up, y'all?
Yeah.
Like I don't see Deuce going at Dame like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we call him a dog, but the way IQ went at Dame or whatever and didn't back down and was still putting up buckets. It's just levels. It's really levels. Hey, come on. We just got to stop getting attached to the player that we like just to say that. I know RJ. RJ my favorite player on the team, but I know RJ ain't no superstar yet. I ain't gonna say he better than DeRozan just because he a Knick and he ain't my favorite player. No, that's like Grimes is not better than RJ. And
I like RJ though. I think RJ's gonna be.
Oh yeah, I know he's gonna be something in the future, but come on.
Yeah,
Come on now. It's just levels. That's all. We should just name this episode Levels.
Levels.
That's
I already put the thumbnail out there. I already my dog is like. You hear
that's all right. Like, I got two of them. I already know how it goes.
I got a pit bull puppy. He about to turn 7 months tomorrow, and he just demands attention.
Yeah, I know. I got a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old pit bull.
Really?
Yeah. One is the guard dog that if you walk in the house, she might tear you apart, and the other one is the little baby one that wants to cry.
Boy? It's a boy.
Both girls, which was a mistake because they be beefing at times.
Beefing. Yeah. I should have got a girl too, but I saw Benny, man. I was like, yo, I gotta get him.
Yeah, you know what it is because when we think of boys, like, yeah, my soldier. But the girls are more protectful. They'll
Yeah.
you know. One thing about a dog though, they don't judge you or nothing like that. They'll ride for you and be your best friend forever, no matter what.
Kind of like Uncle Freezy in a sense. Kind of like, you know what I'm saying? You know.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like the loyalty over everything thing. Like once you connect them, it's good forever.
Exactly.
You know
That's
what I'm
why
saying?
we
So,
saying like you come to my house one time, like do family now. Now when you come back, don't come and ask me, oh, can I get something out the fridge or nothing? I'm not getting up. Go get it yourself.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. I was thinking like over the past like month or so, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really like all these kids, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. I like all these kids. My thing is my fear is, you know how they overrated like your brother's overrating Miles McBride.
Mm-hmm.
I think some of us in this universe kind of overrate the kids.
Yeah.
And then when you say something like, "Yo, yeah, he might be a tad overrated," people are like, "You hate him." Easy, bro. Calm down.
Mm-hmm.
Calm down.
It's. I really feel like it's 3 or 4 players on his young kids that I like on his team, but we just overrate them too much. And there's Deuce, there's Grimes, there's Cam. Probably, I want to say Obi. But the problem with Obi, it's not really Obi's. It is Obi's fault, but it isn't Obi's fault. He's like stuck in a bad place right now. That's the problem. He's been stuck in a bad place. So I'll say Cam, Grimes, and Deuce is a little bit that we overrate too much, a little bit, because they haven't really shown or did anything to say that they are what they are.
Right. Okay. No, I feel you. So
that's just my opinion.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, he heard Cam. He about to come over here and turn it up.
Yeah. As soon as you say Cam, bro. As soon as you say Cam Reddish name, bro, dudes just.
Yeah, because people be swearing Cam is the next Paul George when he not.
Yo, let me do your intro, ladies and gentlemen. The man from Long Island himself, Greeny.
Mm-hmm.
Them.
All I gotta say this morning is Big Blue Nation.
No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Big Blue Nation. Let's ride.
I'm going to just say JETS, Jets.
Yeah, man. Jets in the building. Jets for life. Jets life for life, baby.
We got the Bears Jets. We got the Bears Jets Giants triangle today.
Yeah, man. Yo, for us, it's really a try angle. Because we got to try this angle. You know what I'm saying? Because the Bears is trash.
Yeah,
the Bears is trash, bro.
We got this week.
Coming today.
I got this week.
I got the Ravens. We got the Ravens today.
Well, my team about to get a dub. I don't know about y'all.
Y'all not getting a dub. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
You seen the upset alert yesterday?
I seen it. It was 2 actually.
Don't be surprised.
Don't be surprised.
I'm be realistic with nines. This 9 times out of 10 we're gonna get out.
So I want to throw something out there, man. With you guys, just want to talk to y'all about something. I generally don't get a chance to be ISO with y'all, so I just want to let me say this. I just want to say this to y'all, man. There are so we have a lot of young players, right? But here's the thing. Here's my stance on the young players. Some of them just going to be good, decent NBA players. I honestly think, though, that RJ Barrett is going to be a very, 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 very good NBA player. Almost great. I think he will be an all-time Knick. I don't think he will be an all-time NBA player, though. Right? I think when RJ Barrett's career is over, we're going to be having a discussion like, should we retire 9 or not? Should we? He'll be like in that Allen Houston conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you talk about Allen Houston, like how great he was for the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
But overall NBA player, he was not Vince Carter. He was not Tracy McGrady. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I think Emmanuel Quickley is going to be in that category too. I think Emmanuel Quickley is going to be that guy that, depending on what year it is, he might start, he might come off the bench. He might be like how we remember John Starks, like the guard that could play both positions, defend, get really streaky, get scorching hot. Like, you remember that time Quickly hit 9 threes in the game? I think Quickly is gonna be that guy. The guy I think though that's gonna break out and be a stud on the NBA landscape is Cam Reddish. I think Cam Reddish is the dude that's gonna break out and be the dude on the NBA landscape. And I know people are gonna say, what about Obi? What about Grimes? Listen, I'm not talking about them. I'm not disrespecting them. But just instead of saying what about, listen to what is. Mm-hmm. What I am saying is RJ, Quickly, and Cam, I think are gonna be just studs and gonna lead this young core, bro. Cam Reddish got all the tools. All he got to do, Cam thing is simple, bro. Just play unselfish.
Exactly.
That's all you got to do. Stop shooting the ball. Greeny, his assist percentage last year was 7. That's like me and you could have did that. Your assist percentage is 7.
And people think I'm high on Cam, but I know his flaws. Like, I know what he needs to do to be good. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm not some homer for Cam to where it's like he's perfect. Like, I understand he has a lot of flaws. Like you said, he needs to be an unselfish ball player. Yeah. There's a lot of things that come, like, he just need to learn his role. That's all it is. Like, he think he about to do something that's more than his role. Like, bro, if you want to do that, like, that will come when the time is right. Just do what we need you to do right now. You know what I mean? Like, we don't need you to do nothing extra right now, because anything extra is gonna bump heads with somebody else.
And let me just say y'all something real quick. Me and Rivera was rocking for like 20 minutes, right? And the number was at a certain thing. Greeny show up, and then the numbers double. What the hell going on? Greeny just show up out the blue, and the numbers just double. Like,
what happened when you moved me into the starting lineup? I told you, baby, Big Blue Nation, let's ride. We getting that dub today. Thought I was joking.
You know what's crazy, Greeny? That's it. That we're talking about starting lineup. Cam should go in that training camp. Going into training camp, talking about that 3 spot is mine.
Yeah,
that 3 spot mine. There's no way. It literally helps us out and give us length pause if he's at the 3 and RJ's at the 2, because you're talking about 6'6", 6'7" at the 2, 6'8", 6'9" at the 3.
Why RJ got to play the 2 with Cam Reddish? Why can't Cam Reddish play the 2 with RJ at the 3? What's the difference?
I mean, it could go either way, but
is there a specific difference?
Nah, because Cam in stature just seems. He looks of the part.
I think with both of them on the court, you really don't have no 2 or 3. You just got them 2 in there playing the tweeners. Basically, like they're gonna like Kay saying, like, it's just because of the stature. You know what I mean? You Cam looks more slinky and slender and taller, so you're gonna put him on the taller matchup. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, salute, G-Man for life. Thank you for the $50 super chase. Salute, family. I am a little absent, but my Knicks family has never forgotten much. Facts.
Yeah, man.
Facts,
yeah, man. That's my brother right there, bro.
Yeah, facts.
G-Man, that's my brother right there, man.
Big shout out to G-Man. You know
that's still gonna catch that L today, though.
That's still gonna catch that L. Tight. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man. Shout out to G-Man. That's my brother right there for real.
And if we do lose, I'm still gonna be this confident.
Nah, me too.
I don't think I'm gonna come on here with a puppy face. I'm not.
Just be 0-9. I'll be like, yeah, they're gonna catch the next dub.
We still gonna win. You feel me?
Nah, I'll be rooting. Well, at that point, I'll be rooting for them to lose to get the double one pick. At that point, you 0-10. Just go ahead. Just go ahead and finish.
Yeah, just go ahead. Just go ahead and mail it in, bro.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and wet the stamp, bro. Wet that envelope thing. Just put it in the mail. Mail it in, bro.
I just find it crazy how the NFL is playing in London this year, and like the Queen just passed. Like, that is crazy.
I ain't even gonna talk about that. I ain't. God bless, but I'm not even gonna talk about because I'm a dark humor type of person. But I mean, God bless. God bless.
Yeah, man.
God bless.
Yeah, man. Shout out to our guy, man. I can't wait till the pod couple come back on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
What's the name either?
Yeah, man. I can't wait till G-Man get back. When G-Man get back, things gonna be crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Things gonna be crazy.
You know
man.
he gonna come back? Or we gonna drop 30 second week of the season. He just gonna pop up like, I told you. Old should have been playing. Old should have been playing. It's his time, my guy.
That's my guy. But he out of town doing work, man. He out of town doing work. And when he get back in town, things gonna be crazy.
That's fine.
Things is gonna be crazy. Shout out to my main man, G-Man. Hey, G-Man, man, we gotta go to Rocky Mount and go sit at a buffet and drink some drinks, man. Just G-Man, we gotta legit go to Rocky Mount, North Carolina, sit somewhere and just empty out some bottles. That's my man G-Man, man. I love that dude. That's my guy. Yeah, man.
That's fire.
Yeah, man. Hey, but the thing to the point that I was just putting out there for us to talk about, man, is just because you say that you think one young player is going to break out, don't mean you have disbelief in another young player.
No. But isn't it levels of breakout? You know what I mean? Like, can it be like breakout into a role player? You know what I'm saying? Like, being a role player is not necessarily a bad thing. That's just your ceiling. So you right now it didn't hit the ceiling of a role player, but you could break out to be one. Breakout don't always have to be necessarily all-star, superstar. That don't always necessarily have to go with each other.
I understand. I understand what you're saying. That's true if you're the Golden State Warriors, bro. If you're the Knicks, you're not drafting dudes to be role players, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Somebody got to be the role player.
Somebody give.
We ain't got a team full of superstars.
Tibbs, give me and Greeny a look, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm fast for a fat boy, bro. Tibbs, give me a look. Give me a look at the three. I can play the three. You know what I'm saying?
The best point guard the Knicks ever had.
Nah, you better than Marbury?
Bro, I'm 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan, bro. I will be the best point guard the Knicks ever.
So you Torrey Murray.
I'm Jamal Murray. I'm spicing it up. For real.
Yeah. Saucy. He's saucy. He's saucy.
Like, just think about me. I think about me watching the Knicks all my years, and I'm like, who is this point guard? I will I just want a 10-day contract. That's all. 10 days.
Yo, Greeny,
give me a Lanston Galloway type of vibe, and I'm going to be I'm going to be in the league.
Greeny, you get a 10-day contract, bro. These fans in this chat be like, "Oh, Greeny can't go left. Greeny can't. He's a ham sandwich."
They're gonna turn on you.
And look, they're gonna be talking about a ham sandwich, and I'm gonna come back in the chat with the shades on, talking about that bag got ham sandwiches in it too.
That 10 day gonna be hefty though. I ain't gonna lie.
That 10 days gonna have a whole bunch of ham sandwiches in my bag, but
yeah,
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Yo, Greeny, be quiet. Where you at, bro? Where the baby at?
Oh, he's gone, bro. I told you. Yeah, I thought I was playing, bro. I told you, I literally just went to sleep at 7 in the morning. So when I came home, she's literally getting ready for work. She's like, "What the?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "All right, I'm gonna have my grandfather. I'm gonna have my dad come get him."
Okay.
So,
oh wow.
Yeah,
so missing a big part of the show.
Yeah.
Got saved.
Yeah, chat. Yo, where's the real Greeny from LI at?
Mm-hmm.
He going to Papa House?
Word. Yeah.
Jay is in the building. We got Hard Will in the building.
Hard Will.
I seen GI in the building. Shout out to my
GI.
GI's in the building. That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, I seen GI.
Yeah, I gotta start beating Pudge Nice. Pudge Nice be here first. Number one.
First. Every day.
Shout out to my guy Pudge. Shout out to my guy King Poppy NYK.
Yes, sir. We got a whole
Poppy in the building.
Core Mega.
Hip hop legend Core Mega is in the building.
G Robinson
is in the building.
Greeny, we ain't hear your opinion.
If you're in the chat right now, drop a NYK. If you're in the chat, man, I'm shouting you out right now.
Yeah,
smash that like, smash that subscribe, turn on them noties. Y'all know what time it is, man.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know the vibe.
Greeny, we ain't hear your opinion. IQ or is Deuce McBride better than IQ right now? Don't front either. Don't front.
Yo, my son IQ is nice. I'm not even front, bro. But look, my son Deuce needs some time, bro. He needs some time. He needs some milk too. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh God, dog it.
But look,
I knew it.
my son Deuce is nice. That guy stop sleeping on him. Okay, big shout out Core Mega, DSJ, King Poppy, Quentin Gilliam, David L. Everybody, shout out, big shout out. But yeah, my son McBride is nice. He just need time.
I know, but he gotta earn the time. Like he just not he gotta get back. Remember, before y'all got on, I was saying he's the fourth string because you got Jalen Brunson, you got IQ, you got D Rose, and then you got Deuce McBride. Where is he gonna play?
All right, so think about this. Now relates a couple of shows back when I told Uncle Freezy that Knicks always do this. They always have young point guards and go out and sign free agents to play over their young guards. Like, think about it. They had IQ last year, D Rose. They still had D Rose and signed Kemba Walker.
Mister, they both each got a knee that don't work.
And then you still have IQ, and then you drafted Deuce McBride. Well, that was the year before, and then exactly. The year you drafted McBride, you signed Kemba to a contract, right?
Yeah.
But let me ask a stunning question for you, bro.
Like, bro, you're not even giving our players time to develop, and then it's 2 years. This player's trash. Like, bro,
Nah, but let me ask this question to y'all. Just because we draft a player, that means that they gotta play them right away. It's not. It's outside the lottery. So like, I guess the Grimes, the IQs, and the McBride, because McBride wasn't even supposed to see minutes. He's right on path the way he should be. He wasn't even supposed to see minutes last year. Period. If we're being realistic, on any other team in the NBA, I don't think he would have played in any type of minutes.
I would have to agree with you on that. Like, I don't think outside of the lottery you deserve a starting position. If you earn that, that's totally different. You know what I mean? So that's that. You know what I mean? Like, if you earn that spot, that's totally different than you be in a top 10 spot and you starting, because most likely if you top 10, you're being inserted or picked at a spot in the lineup where they're weak. You know what I mean? And you're gonna be so. I like. It's just like, what are the Knicks gonna do with Trevor Kills? If Trevor, even if the Knicks have interest in Trevor Kills, who is he gonna play? Where's he getting playing time?
First of all, Trevor Kills is toast.
Toast.
No butter, no jelly, no none of that. He's just
burnt toast. He's not even light. It's burnt. It's crunchy.
You still got to scrape it off the burnt parts first.
You don't want to bite onto it. It's gonna hurt your gums. Don't do that.
Exactly. Especially if you got gingivitis. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man. But like, in my opinion, Grimes earned his minutes. I'm saying, even though we joke about Grimes and all of that, but Grimes earned his spot. Deuce didn't earn his spot yet. Just because we played well in G League doesn't mean that you're gonna automatically come back to the regular league and get minutes like that, unless it's needed. If it ain't needed, then you sit down and you learn. And you show up in practice and you do what you got to do there. Then you get spot minutes here and there. But just because the Knicks fans just have this thing of, just because we draft a player at whatever spot, they got to play automatically. Or we start saying, oh, he should be doing this and he should be doing that. Well, it's not true, bro. He will most likely sit on any other team. And nobody will have a problem with that. So let him sit here. It's all good. Like, he's still a ham sandwich. So you're not a ham sandwich.
Yeah. I think Son got potential. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, he probably do. He probably do. I'm not saying he don't. He just right now he hasn't shown enough where he could get consistent minutes like that.
That's a fact, and especially with the going to get if you look at the depth chart, like you're saying, of the string that he's in, he's not beating those guys out for minutes. You know what I mean? Like, come on, you already got D Rose, Tibbs' favorite. Then you got. You know what I'm saying? And you got IQ, another Tibbs favorite on the low. You know what I mean? And then at that point it was Kemba, and Kemba automatically started as soon as he signed the contract. Like, so it's like, I don't know,
man. Greeny, you want to read super chat?
Big shout out to Paris Duggar. Thank you for the generous contribution. He says support and appreciation for the new school phenomenon. Have a great show. My hat's off to you, Parrish. Parrish, the MVP. Thank you, brother. Good morning to you.
Salute. What you think?
Go Paris Duggar them.
What you think, Freezy? Like, are we bugging?
Yes.
We bugging about the Deuce thing?
Yes.
What you mean? Why?
Yeah, because
he does not like Deuce.
No, man. Rivera, that's just what I said, right? Remember when I said you could like somebody else without the nah, man. Nah, just because I mentioned some young kids don't mean I dislike the others. You know what I'm saying? I like all the young kids. I just want us to, you know what I'm saying, like temper expectation. Because think about it, we could talk all summer about because my thing is this. I think Miles McBride needs to use his best asset. His best asset is physicality, right? Just because you're short don't mean you're not strong. How many short dudes you know that's rocked up and strong?
Strong, I'm sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Wandale
we know that.
Robinson on the Giants.
Yeah. So when you listed at 6'2", 195, you a stocky bill, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so the thing with McBride is he generally don't get by people. It's not because of foot speed, because we know he quick, right? We know he can run, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just want him to be like, use that physicality against other guards. Because how many tall dudes you know are skinny and lanky? You know what I'm saying? Like how many skinny dudes you know that how many 6'5", 200 dudes are 6'3", 170 or 6'4", 175 dudes you know that's not as strong as a dude like 6'2", 195. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like receivers. Like receivers could be like, you see a receiver, a wide receiver could be like 6'4", 200. But when they get hit by a safety that's like 6'1", 210, it's like a murder scene.
That 195 on a 6'5" person look way different than like 215 on a 6'5" person. Like right. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Like, you know how like Prokashevsky's body build is? That's a 195 6'5".
Mm-hmm.
Like that, that's no exaggeration. Like your chest, your arm,
like Reggie Miller.
And then 215, you kind of looking like a little bit slimmer RJ. You know what I mean? Like you're not that brolic, but you're a little bit slimmer than that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a little bit taller.
Yeah, and so the point why I brought it up is because it looks like Miles McBride can't get by defenders, even though he has the handle and quickness. Notice I didn't say foot speed, because there are some dudes that are fast, like Ja is fast, bro. John Wall is fast. You know what I'm saying? It's dudes in this league. Zion Williamson is fast. You know what I'm saying? But then it's some dudes that are just more quick than fast. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I think McBride might be that. I'm not saying that he can't run. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he's slow. I'm just saying that
he's not laterally quick.
Yeah, like something like there's only like, man, maybe there's like a Ja Morant out there. There's like a John Wall, Russell Westbrook. Yeah. That you know what I'm saying? You got to give them some space because they'll go by you.
Tony Parker at the time.
Even though Trae Young don't got the bounce, we still get past you and lay you.
Yeah, you remember Shane Larkin?
Shane Larkin was fast.
Don't even talk about this.
Yeah, Shane Larkin was fast.
Yeah, Shane Larkin was fast, bro.
And so him up too.
Yeah, and you know who else was quick like that and maybe not fast? Trey Burke. Quick Trey, like Allen Iverson was quick and fast. Trey Burke was lightning quick. He was not fast like Iverson. So what I'm saying is with a Miles McBride, is if you don't have the speed advantage, maybe if you got the quickness advantage, then be crafty, because Chris Paul ain't blazing. Chris Paul can run, but he's not blazing fast. But you can't keep him out of the paint. It's like RJ Barrett is not blazing fast in straight line speed, but you can't keep him away from the rim. You know what I'm saying? And so if I'm Miles McBride, I find a way to use my physical gifts and skills in order to get myself, because we saw in summer league he couldn't really go by nobody. Nope. Right? No matter who it was, it didn't matter if he was a point guard, shooting guard, small forward. he couldn't go by him, and it's not because of him not being a great NBA athlete. He just didn't know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? And so what I would say with him, what I would say with him is maybe work on changing direction skills. Like instead of trying to go by him in a straight line, maybe hit him with some heavy crossover, you know what I'm saying, footwork stuff at the rim. You know what I'm saying? Because Steve Nash always threatened the rim. Y'all remember Steve Nash?
Yeah.
Steve Nash probably couldn't beat one of us in a foot race. But he was always threatening the rim. You know what I'm saying? He's like, Dag, I can't keep this. And him threatening the rim all the time. And I'm not saying, when I say threaten the rim, I don't mean he was trying to yam on people or he was constantly at the rim laying up. But y'all remember Steve Nash used to always just run by the rim and run under it. Yeah.
And at the very last second, dump it off to Amari for the dunk.
Come right down the middle of the lane.
Right. But you had to respect Nash first. You had to respect Nash first. And before you respected Amari. But by the time Stat got it, though, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's head top already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying about McBride. I think he got to use his physicality and gain some craftiness. And then once he do that, I think you'll see him take his game to the next level because I think the defense is there.
He got the offensive game too. Don't sleep. My son got the offensive game.
Nah, he knew. You know what it is?
He can make a bucket for himself.
Exactly. You know what he should do? Like, all right, so remember when Marbury used to look one way, so he'll look right, but then he'll go left and use his shoulder to block the defender from blocking the shot.
Right.
All the time. But he had like a rare of quickness and strength and speed and all that. He was just a rare. That was rare.
And the one thing that I do like about Deuce too, as well, is that like he's that one player on our team that's gonna make transitional play for the Knicks because he's a steals guy. He's gonna get a steal on you know, he might get a hand on the ball when the guy's trying to bring the ball down, he's pressing him up on his hip, or somebody try to kick it out, Deuce gets it, he's gone. You know what I mean? Or a little deflection. He's always there to change the and that's why that's why I personally like him. And he's a transitional bucket. He gets the ball in transition, he's laying on
he going.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Deuce, but what I'm saying is like, let's just not overhype him. Let's let him cook. Let's let him do what he got to do. And then he'll get to the point where you can start saying certain things. But right now, we can't just automatically definitely say he's better than IQ because that's just false. That's one. Two is the same way we say, Obi gets 12, 15 minutes a game. He needs to show me something in those 12, 15 minutes. It doesn't matter. So if Deuce gets 7, 8 minutes a game, if that, you got it. It's the same thing applies. Can't do for one and say it's different for the other. It's the same thing.
Right.
Truth be told, like even though I want Deuce to be very successful and stuff like that, like I said, I'm not one of those Knicks fans that put personal player love over team love, and I know that he's not part of the Knicks' long-term success. So, it's just how it is. This is how the cookie crumbles. Like, you might like a guy that they draft, but you just know he's not part of the long-term solution. So
what?
Exactly. Look at RJ. He was just about to be traded. So, you know what I mean? Like, it really doesn't matter. It's just the business, I'm saying.
How much do y'all like these kids, man?
I like the kids. I'm not gonna lie. I like the kids. I like Sims. I like RJ. I like Obi. I like IQ. Honestly, I like all of them, to be honest. Although I joke on Cam, I really want him to be successful because obviously it helps the team. And I want Cam to actually be the starter because it's his spot for the taking, to be honest. So I like all of them. I don't really think. I think we have a slept on young core, like, to be honest.
I do too. I think the reason why people sleep on our young core is because our young core might not have the most talent, but our young core lineup might be the best. Because we have,
compared to who? Compared to who?
No, I'm not saying compared to nobody. I'm not comparing us to nobody. I'm just saying in the generalization of the league. If you look at all the young teams, you can kind of argue that all the other young teams have more talent than us, and it's true.
I think we missing a piece or two out of our young core.
What, the
Just
stud?
one.
What's the piece?
Just one or
What's
two.
the piece? What's the piece?
I think we're probably missing a Jaden Ivey or a Jalen Green.
But what do you mean by Jalen Green? Like,
And we don't even know if Jalen Green gonna be that
what type
nice
of
yet.
player is? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What type of player are you asking for? Because Jalen Green could be a one and done. Like, we don't know. There could be a player that's never ever that's gonna play like Jalen Green. Like, we don't know.
But yeah, that's not fair though, because if I say a 6'4" shooting guard, you're gonna say we already got one.
That's why I said, what type of player would you want? You know what I mean? I'm not closing you in that box. I'm asking you, what type of player would you like?
Are you talking stud, like just that guy that's gonna be the breakout player?
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, or are you talking another star, another 1B to RJ, or are you talking like the 6 man,
or 1A?
one star, the one?
No. I'm saying we're missing a guy where RJ Barrett can be the 1B.
So you with the guy, that's who you want. You want the guy. The 1A means he's the guy. He's not a guy. He's the guy.
Yeah, but listen. But when I said but I mentioned we're missing one or two. So if you're saying that one guy that is the man, that means the second guy can't be the man also. That's why I didn't view it. That's why I didn't say it in that context.
Oh, that's why I said 1A, 1B, because
that means RJ Barrett would be 1C then.
Yeah, I wasn't ruling out the option if you wanted to have like a Jason Tatum type of combo, like Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, 1A, 1B type. You know what I mean? Like,
ideally, it would be a Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady young core, like how Toronto had. Remember, Toronto had Damon Stoudemire, Vince Carter, Marcus Camby. So let me see. They had Stoudemire, Carter, McGrady, Camby, Jerome Williams, Doug Christie. Yeah, they had a bunch of and so but the alphas in that core were, at the time we didn't know it, but at the time the alphas in that young core were Damon Stoudemire, and I think by the time Vince got into his own, they traded Stoudemire, right? And then McGrady took over, and then Chauncey Billups was there for a spell also. Chauncey Billups was traded there. Was Chauncey Billups traded there in 97 or 98? 97.
I don't know. But he was drafted by the Celtics, right? And then traded over there.
And they traded him in season because he didn't look the part of the traditional point guard. You know what I'm saying? So like that Toronto Raptors young core of, say, Stoudemire, Chauncey Billups, Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, Doug Christie. I think he said Max Christie. It's Doug Christie though, right?
Nah, Doug Christie. It's Doug Christie.
Doug Christie. Yeah, Doug Christie. Jerome Williams. Remember Junkyard Dog? Remember the dude that just came in and all he did was defend and grab rebounds?
Yeah.
And they had a Marcus Camby. So in that case, in that young core, you could see like they had talent there, but the best players in that young core was Tracy McGrady and Vince Carter.
Yeah. So do you think the Knicks drafted they 1B first?
I think they drafted the best player available. You know what I'm saying? I just think they drafted every year. Yeah, every time they draft, they just draft the best player available at the spot. And so one of these days they're gonna get to a point where they're gonna get we are gonna get our alpha. We're gonna get our 1A type player in the young core.
Because I think this is the year we'll figure out if RJ is the 1A. This is the last year I will ever vouch for him to be the number one guy. Because if you don't show it this year, I will just take a step back and say, you know what, he's a second option, whatever. But this is the year where you have to see if he's the 1A or not. It's make it or break it at that point for 1A for him.
Yeah, I think Cam Reddish is going to be the dude.
I hope
Cam Reddish. I think quickly is going to be the NBA most improved player, right? But I think what you'll see from Cam is a rock steady presence at first, and then at the end of the season you'll see him explode into superstardom, that trajectory. Just like it's like you know how you at the swimming pool you just get your feet wet first.
Mm-hmm.
You get your feet wet first, and then before you go jump in the deep end.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what Cam Reddish is gonna do. I think you'll see him getting his feet wet, getting consistent minutes, playing in the role, being dependable, and then like after the All-Star break, this dude's gonna turn into Hulk status.
I hope so. I really hope so. That's why I don't want Randle here, because I feel like the team just plays at a pace that's not for everybody to play. Cam and them, they want to run. They want to run and gun. You know what I'm saying, like, they don't want to play this slow, boring pace. So that may be another reason why a lot of these players is not showing everything that they got, because the pace of the game for them is not their pace. It's really not. We only have maybe one or two players that play at that pace, and that's Randle, and maybe I would say Brunson, but Brunson, I haven't really seen that much of Brunson.
No, it was a bunch of people played at that pace last year, but most of them are gone.
Yeah,
most of them are gone, because Fournier wasn't a get out and run guy. Burks wasn't. Kimba wasn't.
Noel wasn't like that.
Them dudes didn't want to get out.
Taj, definitely.
Yeah, man.
And now we have the team for it, so just let the boys run. Just let them run. Like,
at least
do that.
Teams, like you just said, not teams, players. You just said that the Knicks had that did not want to run the floor, or weren't known for running the floor or being athletes.
Right.
Besides Noel.
Right, but all those dudes that we mentioned, they don't have the athletic advantage on players in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So I think RJ is a good athlete, right? I think what RJ is missing is verticality. Like, RJ has a lot of stuff, right? But he don't have like the 44-inch vertical like you would equate to athletes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, RJ can do all the stuff. Does he get blown by? Man, somebody told me that RJ Barrett gets blown by on defense, and then I watched the rest of the league. Man, everybody get blown by, bro.
Everybody do.
Yeah, honestly, that's what I'm saying. This is the only really like maybe 5 to 10 lockdown.
If you want to look at it that way, Jalen Brunson getting past everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like, what RJ is, since he don't have the vert, he got to learn to use the angles better. That's his problem. He don't use his angles better. Like, he knows how to use his strength, but he just don't know how to use it correctly. That's why you see the Jimmy Butlers be telling him, like, oh, you could have got the N1 if you would have put the shoulder into me, and I wouldn't have blocked it if you put the shoulder into me, or something like that. He just got to learn how to do that.
He got.
I think he went through the growing.
He got to learn how to pass, bro.
Oh yeah, of course. Stop forcing up those shots.
That's true.
He got to learn how to. True. Yeah, because when the big man come over, you leaving Mitchell Robinson under the rim, and that's why Mitch is on social media like, I'm just running up and down the floor. And then someone was like, but RJ does pass to Mitch, man. I saw this one play where RJ hit Mitch with a nice pass, and I'm like, yo, I heard exactly what you said. You saw that one play. You know what I'm saying?
One play.
Yeah. Ain't that the normal opening play where they pass the ball to RJ up top, and then they set the screen, and then he just throw the oop to he'll drive and oop it to Mitch.
That's the Alfred Payton play. Remember the Alfred Payton play?
Yeah, it's always the first play of the game. It's so predictable. It's so predictable. You know it's coming.
Yeah, Mitch used to eat off that though.
Mm-hmm.
Mitch is gonna eat this year with Jalen Brunson.
Yeah. Mitch is gonna eat for real, man.
He's got to get the easiest buckets of his life.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mr. Rivera, who do you feel like it is the who is your favorite young player? Is it RJ?
Yeah, RJ.
Okay.
If I have a secondary, it'll probably be It's between Obi and It'd probably be I said damn.
Okay.
It's probably between IQ and Obi. Okay. And low-key Mitch too, because we don't talk about how Mitch can be so much improved. Like, we just said it just now, but he can low-key be so great this year, like double great. Because he's literally right there. Yeah, because he's literally right there. Where he averaged like 10 and 8 anyway, or 9 and 8. So he's literally right there.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say this, bro. And I don't mean it to be disrespect to Knicks fans across the globe that are listening, but I think Tibbs has to make this team a more unselfish team. I think RJ Barrett can be a 20-point scorer if he was more unselfish. Right? Just RJ, listen, man, you shooting 71% from the free throw line, right? If you shot 77, 78, all that's six. Yo, come on, RJ, man. Come on, RJ. They giving you the foul, you getting to the line. You know what I'm saying? If you move it up from 71 to all-stars at your position are going to shoot 83, 84%. So RJ, if you can get up to 83, 84%, the sky's the limit.
So we're talking about superstar.
And yeah, and the funny thing about it is this. I've been wanting to say this all summer. The funny thing about it, bro, is RJ, if you hit your free throws, they wouldn't contest you so hard, right? Think about they selling out. They like, if I foul him, he ain't gonna make the free throws. No way. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna close. They'll contest, but they won't be that physical with you. If you hit your free throws, bro, it won't be. You won't be in that weird catch-22. Go to the rim. 3 people contest you at the rim because you're not gonna pass. Somebody foul you. You go to the free throw line and hit 1 or 2. It's a win for them. RJ Barrett going to the basket is a win for the defense right now. Because he ain't gonna make it, and he ain't gonna pass it, and then the ultimate outcome is he goes to the free throw line and then hit 2 out of 3. You know what I'm saying? Hit 7 out of 10. That's 7 out of 10 is not good enough for a dude that drive to the rim all the time.
At minimum, it has to be 8 out of 10.
At 8 out of 10. Yep.
We gotta, JJ was going when he hear RJ, he gets into rage. He be like, RJ Randle stop the ball movement. RJ gotta stop ball hogging, which is facts. Yeah, I said something else. RJ talking about RJ not being that guy or something like that.
Yeah, RJ, you gotta stop hogging the ball, bro.
I remember we found out the RJ deal got done. I think it was Knicks Now was up. He was talking about it. And I seen JJ in the chat. I said, "Oh yeah, that was a good deal for RJ. That was good. That was a great deal for RJ." I said, "Oh, that was the first time JJ said anything good about RJ." I thought he was gonna say that was too much.
Yeah.
Or he'll pay him $15 an hour if it was up to JJ. He's like, "Hey, $15 an hour.
Work of third shift and third shift.
No benefits.
No bennies, RJ." Yeah. Yo, we just mess around, man. But yeah, man. RJ Barrett can't hog that ball if he want his teammates to get better, bro.
I'm gonna shoot him some bell only because he was learning how to be the number one guy at that point at the second half of the season. So I'll shoot him some bell to say that he won't come back with that same mentality of points, score. I think he was trying to figure it out. Like, what do I need to do to make the team, to win the game or whatever. So I'll shoot him some bell because we only saw it for half a season. It's not like we saw it for 4 or 5 years straight. You know what I mean? Like, that's just who he is. So I'll shoot him some bell for that and say that he'll come back with a different mentality. If not, if he's showing that in the beginning of the year, then that's just what he is.
Yo, if I ain't even gonna lie to you though. If I'm Quickly and Obi, and I'm a 3rd-year NBA player, when RJ do all that clapping, calling for the ball, I'm waving him off.
Oh yeah,
I'm waving him off. If I'm Obi and Quickly, this is because think about it. This is their team too. Grimes and all of them, Grimes and McBride and Quickly and this is their team too. They're just as much. They are just as much of Knicks as RJ Barrett. And I think they're gonna have to wave RJ up. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Go to the other side. You know what I'm saying?
Are they waving Randle off at the same time though?
Yeah. Yes. Way for everybody, because think about it, IQ and Obi are third-year players. They're not rookies no more. They're not babies. They in their third year.
Randle did exactly what I wanted him to do. Take a vacation very, very far away from here. That's what he did. He was training there as well. Great. The wife of the kids was not there. He should be clear mind, clear focus, ready to go, locked in. That's all.
You seen his body, bro? Pause. You seen his body?
Yeah,
he looks
right.
straight. You know what I mean? He looked like he ready to go, but looks can be deceiving.
Yeah, because your body could look like that, but your brain not right.
Yeah.
Because we don't question his body.
My man body is like Captain America, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Now I'm glad he got out of the States and just to clear his mind. Working out. Like when you working out and you're around a lot of negativity, it's just not good. You might be getting gains and stuff, but when you working out in a beautiful sunset or beautiful island or something like you working out like that's a whole different mind. Like your mindset is changing slowly but surely.
Yeah.
So
I work out like in a garage setting with a bunch of dudes. They be grunting this. I'm like, dog, it's an old man that work out with us, bro. He about 70, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
He about 70, 72, 70, 71, 72. And he be grunting. And I'm like, Pops, that's, anytime the oldest dude, everybody call him Pops. Like, Pops, man, what you doing over there? I'm just getting my keys out the bag.
All of that, you get the keys out the bag?
Yeah, what's going on over there? You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy though?
But he'll deadlift you under a table though.
He probably would. That's that old man strength.
Yeah.
That I would give this advice for people that play in New York, like stars that play in New York. In the off season, get out of New York. No matter how the season go, get out of New York for the off season because it's too much pressure. You're not gonna get away from you. You can't even go to the store without somebody saying something. So get out of New York, stay away, and just do your thing. So Randle getting away was smart. I mean, playing in that program probably wouldn't have been smart. I think he should have sat that one out. But
he went to the heart of the jungle too.
Yeah, he was wilding.
And Randle always try to do stuff that I think Randle is emotionally, not mentally soft. I think people get mental and emotional mixed up. Emotionally, I think he kind of soft. Mentally, I think he tough. Right? Physically, I think he tough. But emotionally, Randle gave me the vibes that he want New Yorkers to love him. He can't get over this thing where people dislike him. That's an emotional thing. That's not a mental thing. That's emotions. Randle want New Yorkers to love him, man. And so when they be booing him and doing all that stuff, he just can't take it. You see, he have like emotional breakdowns. Like the emotional breakdown. Like remember all them games he used to be yapping at the referee, the play be going on. You're like, Randle, get back on defense. It's because his emotions be right. He want New Yorkers to love him, bro. And New Yorkers are fickle. They love you when they love you, and then they hate you when they hate you. Yeah. And listen, and there's no rule book or guideline to say which is going to be which.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It like for instance, I'll give you an example. People forget about how Latrell Sprewell left town. New Yorkers wasn't in love with Sprewell when he left. New Yorkers wasn't in love with Pat Ewing when Pat Ewing got traded. New Yorkers was not in love with Allen Houston when Allen Houston retired. Remember that? Remember Allen Houston used to sign a big contracts and get hurt?
Yeah,
miss all them games?
Yeah.
New Yorkers love you when they love you, and they hate you when they hate you, bro. Ain't no like Allen Houston legit laid it all on the line and was getting hurt, laying it all on the line. And then when he got hurt, they flipped on him. All that money and you not playing. And you're like, yo, but I laid it all out on the line and got hurt. You know what I'm saying? And so people like, and then as time goes on, like they say, time heals all wounds and all that stuff. But at the time, bro, you like, nah, man. Like New Yorkers didn't love Charlie Ward when Charlie Ward left. New Yorkers didn't love Greg Anthony when Greg Anthony left. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's this weird thing. So Julius Randle, if you watch it, bro, just do the best you can and tune out the noise. Do like Giannis. Get off social media. Don't hang out with these stars. You know what I'm saying? I know Fat Joe want to throw parties and all. Nah, no, man. In order to survive in New York, you got to be all basketball and no social life.
And don't come out here hiding in the Hamptons because I'm not that far. And
the Hamptons, was that like a mile from you?
Oh, that's like a 20-minute drive from me.
Yeah, so that's like 15 miles. Yeah, that ain't bad.
Yeah, not that far. I used to have to drive there for my job.
Greeny was at the all-white party with all of them.
Well, I was tight.
Wow, he was with IQ in them.
I pulled up there in all black. They was like, "Come on, Green." I was like, "My fault."
Yo, Greeny pulling up in all green. What's going on?
My fault.
You know, it's crazy. That's why the numbers doubled when he came in. He was
that was crazy. We was sitting at like 26 and jumped up to like 60 when he jumped in.
It's crazy because I had to do a job when I was a teenager out in the Hamptons, and it was on the tennis court out there. And when we were setting up, I picked up one of the tennis balls like to throw it out the way, and I looked at the tennis ball and it said U.S. Open on that job.
What?
Fire.
Yeah.
That's fire, bro.
Did you save it?
Nah, cause they had it was a whole bunch of I could have, but I wasn't like that though, like OD psych. But it was that court. It was like that tennis court that's all grass. It's not the one that's like.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's an all grass tennis court.
Okay.
And then it was dope.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Oh, I live in Massey, Chief. I'm out in Massey, Chief.
Yeah.
See what Randall problem is? You right? Like he wants us to like him too much. It's annoying. It becomes annoying. Like New Yorkers, we need to understand that we don't like nobody. Nobody. We don't care who you are. There's certain people that get that status that we like you. Like we'll show love. But when we show love, we're gonna feel that love. It's not gonna be like fake love. Like it's certain times. This half the city probably that don't like Jay. But if he come around, Jay-Z gonna come around, everybody gonna show him love. But there's certain people that gotta be like, oh, but Nas' album was better. Like what? They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Like
they ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Like we just gonna say something. Like a lot of times I tell people from out of town, like, yo, listen, we're backwards. Showing love is being rude to you. We could see somebody with some fly sneakers outside, but we'll make fun of the sneakers. Just a way to say like, you think you drippy today, huh? But that's our way of saying like, oh, you are drippy today. Like it's not a bad thing. It's just how we are.
That's Queens. That's Queens. Don't nobody think that's Queens, New
York.
That's Queens, New York, bro. Yo, cats and I got. So I have like a little bit of family in Brooklyn. They older, right? They just OD aggressive. You know what I'm saying? You like, yo, come on, get some sandwiches. Yo, calm down. I eat when I want to. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn just OD aggressive. You know what I'm saying?
It's just weird. Like New York is weird. I just tell people all the time the way to survive in New York is mind your business and walk fast.
Yeah,
because we don't like slow walking people. Because that tourist is the reason why we don't go to Times Square. Because them tourists taking pictures gonna get us mad, and it's who's from New York over there. Because you're gonna hear the oh my God, move, bro. Like
I'm cutting you off just like I'm on the highway. Walking.
Exactly.
You wanna know I was walking behind you.
But I just think the boroughs are different, bro. Like Staten Island to me, like all the people that I met from Staten Island, they act like the people from New Jersey. Like they got like a different they got like a different mind. It's like a mellow aggressiveness at the same time. It's like everybody is Method Man. Everybody has Method. Everybody got that mellow aggressiveness at the same time. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know I will stab you right. You know, like, yo, who is that?
That's almost that's kind of scary.
It's very scary. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know,
they're giving me Bronx vibes when I was living there.
Nah, the Bronx, them Bronx will stab you and say nothing. They then say something after. Like, oh my, like it wouldn't even been you. They'll stab you and they're like, oh my bad, I ain't even know, son, that wasn't you. But you already stabbed me, bro.
Yeah, you ain't trying to get me no help. You watching me die. You ain't even get me no help,
bro.
Look, I ain't mean to stab you and run away. Like,
Brooklyn dudes. Hey man, my people from Brooklyn, and so they older. They like in their 60s and 70s. They are mad, aggressive, relentless, like a pit bull terrier, bro. They like, you hungry? You want something to eat, right? We got food right here. Where you going? They're like, yo, calm down. What? Mm-hmm. Yeah, yo, auntie, calm down. My auntie talking like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But
like over here, there's, you said that's Queens, but there's a difference between Queens, and then there's Far Rockaway, Queens. Like, it's a little different. Like,
our brother lives
I know
there.
Psychopaths. You know, like I can only certain people know. Like Hall Will could tell you. Like,
listen, Far Rock ain't connected to Queens. Far Rock's is a whole different.
It's a whole different mindset.
Yeah, it's not connected to Queens.
It's kind of like Mount Vernon in the Bronx a little bit. Like I know Mount Vernon is not the Bronx. That's not what I'm saying, right? But what I'm saying is you know how Jersey City and Manhattan is just separated by water, right? Mm-hmm. Like legit, people from Jersey City can get to the Garden probably at the same time somebody leaving Brooklyn can get to the Garden. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You depending on where you at in Jersey City, right? Like if you down, and so I'm saying the same thing about Mount Vernon and the Bronx. Like you see, like there's Harlem, then the Bronx, and then Mount Vernon, and then the further you talking about all the and so
Yonkers,
Yonkers, and so people think that everybody from New York is the same. Nah, bro, people from Brooklyn is mad aggressive, bro.
Exactly. Somebody said, what about Manhattan? So Manhattan, it's two separate Manhattan. There's Harlem, where you get the cool guy. That's the cool guy. Right. But then the other Manhattan,
then you got commercial Manhattan.
You get
commercial
the bougie.
Like the closer you get to Jersey, and Manhattan, the more you see people with expensive. Well, they wear expensive clothes in Harlem too. But you know what I'm saying? You see like real upscale stuff in Manhattan, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's crazy. And shout out to Harlem, by the way. Harlem is a very slept on place.
Right. You know, I lived in Harlem for a year. 125th in Amsterdam. I lived in Harlem for a year. It was cool out there too.
I lived in the Bronx for about 2-3 years. 210. I'm 210 in Gun Hill Road, baby. I was all the way up there.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, I ain't never lived. Yeah, let's get back to these Knicks, man. But the reason why we talk New York, though, the reason why we spoke about New York is because if you're a player from out of town, you don't understand how the borough thing works, right? Or even fans, because for the most part, just because you have season tickets don't mean you're a diehard fan. That just means you go to the game. Right, you could be a diehard fan and not go to games. Now, I don't suggest that, but some people just don't have the bread. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean you're not a fan. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like these cats go to the game, and people with bread that can afford to go to the games. I'm not saying they fake fans. I'm just saying the people that have bread to go to the games, they'll be saying stuff and doing stuff. And that's not really the heart of the city. That's just people with bread that can afford to go.
Exactly.
So it's because if you, man, look, for the most part, bro, I'm gonna just say this to people that don't understand the Randle thing. For the most part, bro, the way Julius Randle handled the season tickets holders that was talking that stuff about his wife and family, bro, he handled that soft. Emotionally, that's. Rivera, you and Greeny can speak to this, bro. Like if dudes is saying something about your you know what I'm saying, your queen and your kid over a basketball game, bro, I know all of us handle stuff differently, right? But Cass is saying stuff about your missus and your babies because you playing bad. to me, that's over the line. I don't care if you're from New York or not, and I don't care nothing about your freedom of speech. Because I got freedom of this, right? Yep. And so people are like, yo, but you could go to jail. Yeah, you can go to jail for it could be repercussions for you coming sour out the mouth too. You know what I'm saying?
If you think about it, I'm free to go to jail. Like it's I'm free enough to go to jail. I just choose to enjoy my freedom.
Right. And so my thing is with Randle, if people heckling your family and your baby at the game, the boy 4 years old. Mm-hmm. I don't care if the Knicks losing, bro. You got to have some kind of class. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some kind. You got to have. And then Randle look over there and give them the thumbs down, and now 12 million people upset that Julius Randle gave them a thumbs down on camera.
But forget the fact that guy was disrespecting, being nasty to about his family to him. That's But thumbs down is bad.
Yeah, come on, Randle, you did that the softest way possible. You know what I'm saying? You should have got them kicked out the thing. I don't care if they season ticket holders. That's exactly. And so to the chat, man, I'm not advocating for violence. All I'm saying is, we got to start protecting our own. Sometimes, at least, protect our own from our own, if that makes sense.
No, I don't believe.
Yeah. I'm not advocating for violence, but people don't know where the line is, bro. People cross the line all the time.
Exactly. If that was me, in my opinion, I'm no longer a basketball player at that point. Because it's like, bro, I got my babies right here, I got my wife right here, you talking crazy, especially about them. Nah.
You said he was like 7 or 8. That boy ain't no 7 or 8 years old, King Ridley.
Yeah, he's not. That boy is little.
But it doesn't matter. Randle oldest son. And that boy,
what does that matter? 7 or 8. That means that they can defend themselves from grown men. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't matter.
That's New York people are not classy for that. Like, that boy's a young boy.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you. I'm in front lines, but I'm giving my son 40. I'm front lines with my son. Yeah. Talking about it don't matter.
Yeah, man. I'm just saying, man, we need to be. I'm not saying classy because everybody not gonna be classy and respectful. Y'all know that, and this is real life. Everybody not gonna be classy and respectful and all that stuff. What I'm saying is if you just handle stuff differently. Because what's gonna happen, y'all, and hand to the man. Randle is gonna leave and go play for somebody else, and them same fans are gonna recalibrate their sights on someone else.
RJ Barrett.
It might be RJ Barrett.
Oh it is going to be RJ Barrett. They're already doing it now.
Right. So it's this thing, bro. Just because you can pay to look at the Oakley thing. Like Oakley, just because you can pay to get into the game, just because you a star and all that stuff, don't mean you can sit 3 rows away from Dolan and just cuss him out all loud. And come on.
Yeah. And his building.
And yeah, man, come on, man. We got to have some tact, man, about some of this stuff, man. We got to have some respect for people, man. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I think in this society, I think we lost respect to that. It's like if people don't OD show you love, like if somebody don't go over the top show you love, you feel disrespected. That's a you problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like you know how it is. Some people show up, you got to OD go over the top and show them love for them to feel appreciated, bro. And you're like, yo, how about just coming in and kick it? All of us just kicking it together, just like a vibe, organic, like a thing. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like what you do, Freezy. Like, you know how you have the open panel, and you don't personally invite everybody, but it's just everybody knows it's just open. It's an open invitation. You know, you hop on, you come in, and you don't have to. But some people might take it as, oh, he ain't personally send me the link, so I ain't going. Like, bro. Yeah. We know the vibes already. Like you see us in the chat, you'll send a link. Like it's open invitation. So some people just need a personal invitation.
Yeah, and for them, that's a them issue.
Exactly.
That's a them issue. But you know how it is. That's what I'm saying. But I think Randle is emotionally soft, bro. Emotionally, Randall, if you watching, bro, I don't mean that in no disrespectful way. And for Randall fans out there, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I just think you gotta in a city the size of, and trust me, Dallas, Texas is a big city. Don't get it twisted. Like I heard people say, I heard people say that like again, it might have been Greeny. It might have been Greeny. Like
I
yo, he
did
from
say
Dallas.
it. I did say
Yeah,
it. I said
Dallas
it.
is Dallas is huge,
And
bro.
they make money. And they make money.
Yeah, Dallas is, and then it's an area. It's like Dallas Fort Worth. When you put Dallas Fort Worth together, bro, it's like the tri-state area out there, yo. It's just in Texas. You know what I'm saying? But what my point though is I don't think Randall is mentally soft. I know he mentally tough because here's how I know. In order for Randall to constantly reshape his game, like in order for him to like this summer, you see how he went from like 260 to like 240 in like 3 months, and it's all rocked up muscle. You got to be mentally tough to do that. You got to be driven to do that. You know what I'm saying? You got to have motivation and drive. You got to be tough. You know what I'm saying to do that, because if you ever been in a weight room, anybody in here work out, like go to the gym? You know how like the routine is. You know how the routine is. Like some days you just don't feel like going. You know what I'm saying? Some days you just don't
get
feel
under
like
that
going.
bar and you feel like you got it.
Yeah. Some days it's for my man to transform his body like that. You like, nah, man, this dude got it, bro. He got something with him. Emotionally, like they say, Randall, your shoes is ugly, and emotionally he get in his bag. My shoes ain't ugly. That's an emotional thing. You know what I'm saying? That's not a mentally tough thing. Mentally tough is being strict on your diet, going to the weight room, staying in the gym. You got to be mentally tough to do that.
So he's mentally tough for himself, but emotionally soft for others. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to other people.
Emotionally, I think he like that game he got. Remember the Phoenix game he got kicked out of?
Yeah, for no reason. He should have never have gotten. He did something stupid for no reason.
Yeah, but it wasn't. But it wasn't still. Cam Johnson was elbowing him in the back. They got it on tape showing it. They got Julius Randle getting the post and call for the ball, but since it's a mismatch, since Randle's a monster and Cam Reddish is average size, Cam Johnson is average size. Julius Randle was dominating him in the post so much that Cam Johnson started elbowing him in the back. It's on tape. The ESPN showed it. We was watching the game live.
Oh right? Yeah, no, he did do that. He did that.
Yeah, and so people are like, Randle is soft because he didn't allow another man to elbow him in the back.
Another like you said, that might just be another emotional. No, yeah, it might just.
Yeah,
it's something that makes him feel like he's soft. You know what I mean? He doesn't want that betrayed on his name. You know, we all look at Randle. You know, he the bully. He the enforcer of the team already.
Yeah. Hey, Rivera. Rivera. Let me ask you this: if one of your brothers come in through the door and he bump you and you fall on the chair, you just gonna let that ride and be like, yeah, man, I'm emotionally, I'm tough. You know what I'm saying? He just bumped me for no reason. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he was in a hurry. Are you just like gonna go like be like, yo, you put your hand on me again, and it's gonna be consequences and repercussions.
Yeah.
I mean, it's people handle things different ways.
Exactly.
So people handle things.
Well, for me, I'm personally, I'm gonna say something, but there's 3 other people that's gonna say something. 3 other people and 2 dogs that's gonna say something before I even say anything.
But that's your brother though. That's your brother that did that.
Oh no! I'm talking about my wife, my kids, and the dogs. Especially my daughter. Yeah. She's gonna be like, hold on.
Yeah.
It's a problem. I'm talking about my daddy.
No doubt.
Before I even say a word, they
no
on
doubt. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, okay. So that opens the door to this question. When Randle going through his things, why aren't teammates coming to Randle's defense?
Probably because the way he seems. Sometimes he seems like it's a word for it. Like he doesn't.
He shades them.
interact
He
with them
shades
the
them.
way he
He shades them.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, he acts mad shady towards them. You know what I mean? Like, why? Like, think about this. Think about this. Think about if we just got a big win, and I'm a young player coming up, and my career is not even that big, and I feel like that was one of the biggest moments of my career, and I'm trying to celebrate the moment with you, but you're still in your head about what happened in the second quarter.
Hmm.
Like how am I supposed to celebrate with you, bro? Like how can we connect on, like, we can't even connect now. You know what I mean? Because that's supposed to be the moment that we share together. That's supposed to be where we bond. We
Right.
don't even have, you know what I mean? Like,
mm-hmm.
Right.
And they know it's crazy.
that's what I think it
Go
is.
ahead, Brittany. I'm sorry.
No.
Well, it's
I was
like
done.
this too. It's like this. They don't have his back, like you said, because they shade him, and it's like almost like that RJ and Randall picture in with the Slam magazine. It almost seems, now looking back at it, it almost seems just like they just showed up, took the picture, smiled for the picture, blah blah blah, and then went their separate ways. It's like, doesn't seem like there's a lot of team camaraderie.
You
You know
think
what I
so?
mean? Yeah, it almost, because if you look at how Randall acts towards everything, sometimes it just, I'm not saying it's true. It just gives off that impression like nobody comes to bat for him, because it's like, bro, you make yourself not one of us. Like, you personally do that. Like you'll never see.
You don't think he? You don't think he? I just think him and RJ Barrett are quiet money. I think they
No, they
quiet money.
probably are. They probably are.
Like with me, I'm an outgoing person, right? I'm an outgoing person. Like when we kick it, like Greeny, when we get to the city, bro, people gonna know we there. I'm sorry. I know Greeny might be more of a reserve
Oh,
dude,
no,
but
I'm
but
outgoing like that too. They gonna know I'm here. They gonna see
yeah,
my
we
soul, all
I'm
here.
that
not.
You
stuff.
know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not.
Like people, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I understand it's the city, and it's best to keep a low profile in the city, mind your business, keep people off you, whatever. But what I'm saying is naturally, I'm just that. Like, I'm just outgoing. Like when we, like, for instance, when we was Atlanta, we was standing in the concourse trying to figure out where our suite was at, and we was all loud and obnoxious, and Hawks fans was like coming over. This is weird. I don't know why people down south do this thing. I guess because they don't see famous people too often. But they must have figured like that we was somebody. So people was behind us like doing like this, just like doing weird, taking pictures and all stuff in the concourse in State Farm Arena. It's like they must be somebody. You know what I'm saying? And so and so it was like we just standing. You know how it is when you go up the stairs, you walk through the glass, the glass encasing or whatever. You go through there, and then you go through the thing. You know how the line is. You go through the line. You got to walk through the little booth, then the metal detector, put all this stuff, and blah blah blah. Once we got there, and we standing by the whiskey place, right? We over there just chilling. We, man, all loud, yo, Knicks is in the building, and people calling your name, yo, Uncle Freezy, yo, Mr. Rivera, what's good, Greeny, what's good? So we all in this thing, and people looking, they got the old school Hawks jerseys on. They be like, they must be famous. Let me go over there and, you know what I'm saying? and so that's how it is. Like, when we kind of go, or what to go play. Same thing in Charlotte. We were standing outside in Charlotte. It was me, Uncle Fulio, Stafford Don, Divine from Real Knicks Talk, and somebody else. I can't remember if it was Rob the Nick or Jay Boogie. It was one of them. We just standing out there. We talking. We all loud. Rob the Nick trying to talk. Like, hold on. Let me say something. Let me say something. And I'm like, yo, you are talking. Just say what you got. We all loud. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And people in Charlotte, they just like start gathering like around or whatever. It's weird. It's weird. But anyway. Yeah, man. It's
Well,
just.
let me say this real quick, because I want to get to this point. We could talk about, because Alawa said something about what you were saying with how come people don't go to bat for him. Alawa said that that's not true. RJ and Randall are mad cool. Our young guys are just soft. They need to toughen up. Like, oh, we always smiling, gotta put hands and feet on people. See, that's wrong, because you don't always have to put hands and feet on people to be tough. Mentally tough. That's what we go to mentally tough. Mentally tough is being able to smile at somebody that's like, trying to disrespect you. Because now before, when I was younger, I'd be ready to fight. Now you can say whatever you want, because now I'm mentally tough. where I got a lot to lose. You feel me? So I'm not gonna go there with you.
Now
They
you
got
gonna calculate it. Like what's more important? You can say focus. Like what's more important?
Being able to smile through the rain,
Carrie.
it's not soft though. But I mean,
y'all got some takes y'all gonna throw out there though before we get out of here.
Big salute to big coach out there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move out the way.
Granny, you got a controversial take?
I had it earlier. What is my controversial take? I had it earlier.
Or just a take that people might disagree with. I mean, I guess it's controversial.
Yeah, you go first. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna think of something. It got to be on Knicks, or it could be anything in the sports world.
Yeah. Well, yesterday I didn't give one on the Knicks. I just said Manu was better than Clay.
Well, Uncle Freezy about to come in with his right now.
Me?
Nah, I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Freezy.
Okay, I got
a
controversial take, man. If y'all want to get one.
Yeah, pop in.
Did I say it yesterday? Did I say this yesterday? Get rid of Johnny Bryant.
Yeah, you said that.
Do something with Johnny Bryant.
Yeah, you said that.
Okay, so here's my other one. Here's my other controversial take. Right. If the Knicks don't make a major roster move by the trade deadline, you got to get Leon Rose out of here. Right? You got to get him out of here. If the Knicks don't make a major roster move, right? And what I don't mean trade. I don't just mean trade, and I don't just mean like do a draft pick deal. What I mean is if say for instance, if none of these kids step up, you got to get Leon Rose out of here. You can't let him go into the draft and pick more of the same. If you gave Quickly and Obi all this time, if you gave Grimes and McBride this time, and none of them pop, you can't let him go into next year's draft and draft more of the same. Right? You got to get him out of here because he'll be setting us back. Now, do I want these kids to pop? Yes. And do I think one or two of them will pop? Yes. But what I'm saying is if this roster looks just like it did this February, and what I mean I'm talking about results, not players. I'm talking about results, y'all, not players. Right? Then you gotta get him out of here, bro. You gotta get him out of here. That's my controversial take.
When you got yours, I got mine.
Yeah, I got mine too. My controversial take is the Knicks young core is top 3 in the NBA.
Bim.
Okay, I got you. I hope so. I'm with you.
I'm dropping the mic there. I'm about to let the chat go crazy. That's it.
I got one too. Their chat might go crazy. Barring injury, Mitchell Robinson will win Defensive Player of the Year.
That's a tough one.
All right.
Barring injury, though. Meaning if you don't get hurt, he will win Defensive Player of the Year. Now, I got to go crazy. Got to simmer on that.
All right. You want to
We out of here. We out of here. Y'all simmer on that. Enjoy your football. I mean, Giants, good luck to y'all. Catch that L.
Oh, Chef, I meant to ask you a question, Chef. I didn't go to Longwood. I went to Belport, but in Mastic, the kids go to William Floyd.
Okay. All right, man. Well, thank you, everybody, for coming through, hanging out. It's been New School Knicks, man. Make sure y'all come back and check us out next weekend. Next Sunday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Right now, we are in transition. We are to move on over to Old School Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Where we, you know what I'm saying, me and the brother AD, you know what I'm saying, we'll talk some Knicks from an old school perspective. Y'all come hang out with us. We'll see y'all in a few minutes. Peace, y'all.
All right, y'all.